Especially when we want to discuss about village development issues, our leaders do not like to be told when they are wrong. When the problems occurred at the meeting, the village's leadership appeared to be unable to solve these challenges, led the opportunities for others to be elected.
Kutokana na tuhuma mbalimbali ambazo zimewasilishwa na wananchi,
from allegations that have been submitted by the people and the information which have got through various institutions, the leaders of this government have been suspended. If they are well, we will return to the citizens to talk, but if they are not understandable, then the authorities involved will take further decisions.
Tutazungumza, lakini kama hazieleweki, basi mamlaka inayohusika na serikali za mitaa italazimika kuchukua hatua zaidi.
And that is the end of the national news. International news comes next after the break.
Are you ready for some great news? I'm Christine Mundwa.
And I am Eddie Micah Jr. with the brand new DW News Africa,
the show that tackles the issues shaping the continent.
Now with more time to offer an in-depth look at all the trends that matter to you.
What's making the headlines and what's behind them?
We're on the streets to give you in-depth reports and insights.
DW News Africa.
Welcome back, and now in international news. The National Drug Authority in Uganda has announced that in collaboration with the security organs, they have detained 2 nurses who were found with fake AstraZeneca vaccines and stamps belonging to Kampala City Authority and the Kiswa Health Center. An operation is underway to arrest others selling fake coronavirus vaccines.
It's so dirty, it is so pricked that
the bottle itself is contaminated and cracked and mostly likely not even a vaccine. The perspective of the text is neither visible nor understandable. There are many questions that need answers.
It's very, I cannot confirm or deny.
Also, the Democratic Republic of Congo today marked 61st independence, with many citizens saying very little has been achieved during the years. Meanwhile, in Goma, there were no celebrations to mark Independence Day due to the coronavirus.
We have not seen the independence because the life of Congo man has not changed. Today is our Independence Day. We must focus on the future and educating our youth.
Zaidi ya nusu ya province inamilikiwa.
A lot of people are not free and most have fled, and there are killings in North Kivu province.
Wakaaji wako huru kwa sababu sana ninapokusema hapa wakaaji wengi wako uhamishoni.
In Kenya, the BBI case at the Court of Appeal has entered day 2, with the President Justice Daniel Musinga leading the 7-judge bench that will hear and determine 5 appeals filed against the High Court ruling. On Tuesday, the pro-BBI camp launched on an onslaught against the High Court judgment that stopped the process.
Can the President initiate a popular initiative? Our position is that in this case the President did not, but nothing in law stops the President from doing that. There are a number of reasons, but I'll move over them very quickly. Other than the fact, and this was submitted by Mr. Karoro yesterday, that in terms of the Constitution, there is nothing on the face of the Constitution that stops the President. But I wish to draw your attention to Article 27 and Article 38(1) of the Constitution. My Lord, Article 27 speaks to equal protection of every person, including the President, equal protection of the law. But more importantly, my Lord, which was not considered by the court, is the political rights under Article 38(1)(c). It allows any person and every citizen of the right to campaign for a political party or cause, and the catchphrase is cause, you can campaign for any cause. And the issue here, my lord, is that these two provisions are in the Bill of Rights. Are they limited in terms of excluding the president? If they are to be limited, you must come to Article 24.
And I said, you know, we are a democracy. We need not fear. We will uphold individual rights. You know, Kenya has come so far. We are a mature country. We are not going to do some of those things that you hear people do in some funny places on earth, like the turning off the internet or the Twitter and so on. No, because Kenyans are disciplined people and we believe they are going to be.
Corona cases of the infectious Delta variant more than doubled last week in Germany and are likely to increase in the coming days. They are also concerned on travel's chaos as people go on their summer holidays. For more on this, we are joined with our DW correspondent, Thomas Parro. Thomas, just how badly is Germany affected by the virus, in particular by the Delta variant?
Well, if you look at the general coronavirus situation in Germany, especially if you look at infection and death numbers, you'll notice a clear positive trend. Compared to the beginning of the year, Germans are now enjoying many more freedoms and they can lead a more or less normal life. But, and this is an actually very important but, authorities have warned that citizens must not be complacent. The virus is still there, and in particular now the more infectious Delta variant, which is present in at least 85 countries and also spreading here in Germany. Cases of the Delta variant more than doubled last week in the country, and they are likely to increase further, with authorities warning that it's believed to represent more than 50% of active cases. So all in all, we can say that Germans are enjoying a relatively relaxed summer, but they're aware that the Delta variant could affect things seriously again.
And what are authorities doing to prevent Delta from spreading further?
First and foremost, they are asking people not to ignore the variant, not to become complacent. Second, they're also very much looking at the wider picture because various European countries are badly affected by the variant, and as you may know, Europeans are traveling a lot nowadays during the summer holidays. So there's increased risk there. Hence the decision by German authorities to impose stricter restrictions for travelers who come to Germany from Portugal and from Russia. And then there is a debate going on as to whether there should be even more controls for people returning from holidays.
Meanwhile, Thomas, how is Germany's vaccination rollout progressing?
Vaccination is still seen here in Germany as the way out of the pandemic, and now over half of Germany's population has received at least one vaccination and over 35% are fully vaccinated. This is not only vital to prevent further infections and keep the overall situation under control, but also relevant for people who want to return to a more or less normal life. If you want to go to an indoor restaurant here or to a large event, for example, you can either present a negative coronavirus antigen test or a full vaccination certificate.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for the update. Until next time, and that is the end of the international news. Business comes next after the break.
This week on Culinary Delights.
At Paparotti, every day is a fun day and not just a fun day. Thank you.
This is the potatoes and this is the wings, chicken buffalo wings. And this one with the buffalo sauce, we have a special buffalo sauce.
Okay.
Totally different.
Alright. So
I need you to taste this one.
Here, Dar es Salaam is a very hot city, and one of the unique things apart from the bun is the drinks.
Yes.
Hii ni brownie frappe, unakwenda kuimimina.
Okay, so this is the brownie frappe.
Yes.
Okay, let me taste it. Lovely. I love that chocolate cake.
Yes.
It's there, it's rich in flavor, and it's creamy all the way.
On Sunday at 7:30 p.m. only on Capital Television.
Welcome back, and now in business news. Tanzania and Saudi Arabia have started talks aimed at establishing trade relations whereby Tanzania will export meat to the country. Entrepreneurs have also been urged to look for business opportunities in cereal and food products in Saudi Arabia.
Ndio kikao ambacho tutafanya kesho. Watendaji wameagizwa walishughulikia hili jambo kwa haraka. Kwa hiyo tunatumaini litafunguka na tutapata mafanikio kama Tanzania, kwa sababu bidhaa ya nyama ni bidhaa ambayo tuna uhakika wa kusafirisha nje kwa muda mrefu bila ya kupungukiwa.
Tumewaambia kabisa wadau katika communication zao zote wapitie Tantrade ili tuweze kuwasaidia basi, na ili tuweze kuwauliza maswali ambayo yanaweza baadaye hata wakikutana na mnunuzi wanaweza wakafanya biashara.
The Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, Secretariat Wamkele Mene, has assured the business community in the country on the security of the market that aims to increase trade between member countries, and that are many opportunities for everyone.
For the first time since the end of colonialism, has a unique opportunity to leverage on this market of 1.3 billion people and create economies of scale, and create the ability at expansion, create the environment for the ability of business expansion into new markets.
Pamoja na kwamba ni matajiri kwa maana ya maliasili, lakini hatuna mitaji ya kutosha, na pengine hatuna ujuzi wa kutosha, na pengine hatuna teknolojia ya kutosha. Na hivyo wasiwasi wetu, je, inawezekana soko ila Afrika likatumeza?
And that's it for the business news. Sports comes next after the break.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Position, Joaquinho, he did lose some length.
Welcome back, and now in sports news. Tanzania Women Football Association (TWFA) has held an election with chairperson, deputy chair and secretary position being left open due to voting problems. Here's more.
The Tanzania Women's Football Association (TWFA) had its elections aimed at getting a new board of management, with the elections taking place in Tanga. Unfortunately, the key positions, including chair, deputy chair and deputy secretary posts, were not filled because of the number of votes collected, which exceeded the total number of voters.
Wallace Karia is expected to be announced as the winner of the Tanzania Football Federation presidential race after Hawa Mninga and Evans Mgeusa were not cleared to vie. Here's more.
The TFF will hold its national elections on July 7th, and Karia is expected to retain the seat unopposed after the duo were not cleared by the elections board. Mninga and Mgeusa have not indicated they will appeal against the decision that was made to bar them from challenging Karia. Initially, Ali Saleh, Oscar and Ali Mayai Tembele were barred in the preliminary nomination round from running for the presidency because they lacked the support of 5 stakeholders.
The Atlanta Hawks proved they are more than a one-team man, shaking off Trace Young's absence with freaky injury to even the Eastern Conference Finals with 110-88 rout of the Milwaukee Bucks in the game 4 this morning. Here's the report.
In another stunning twist to a series no one saw coming, two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo hobbled off the court with an injured left knee, depriving the Bucks of their best player. Lou Williams did a stellar job filling in for Young with 21 points. Bojan Bojanovic broke a series-long slump with 20, and the Hawks pulled away in the third quarter to tie the series at 2 wins apiece. Game 4 is Thursday night in Milwaukee. Young was declared out about 45 minutes before tip-off, having sustained a bone bruise when he twisted his right ankle stepping on an official's foot along the sideline in Game 3.
Rafael Benitez will be confirmed as Everton's new manager after finalizing terms on a 3-year contract at Goodison Park. Here's more.
The former Liverpool manager will be installed as Carlo Ancelotti's replacement after personal terms were agreed with Everton's major shareholder Farhad Moshiri. An official announcement is expected from the club on Wednesday or Thursday. Benitez will be the most controversial managerial appointment in Everton's history, given his strong allegiances to Liverpool, where he won the Champions League in 2005 and the FA Cup in 2006, and the anger he caused among Evertonians when calling his new employer a small club after a Merseyside derby in 2007. The opposition of many, though not all, Everton fans to the appointment has not deterred Benitez from accepting the offer to return to Premier League management, nor Moshiri from making another divisive managerial choice.
Andy Murray has joined a chorus of players raising concerns about Wimbledon's centre court surface being too slippery after Serena Williams was forced to retire during her first round match. Here's more.
Williams, a 23-time Grand Slam champion, appeared to twist her ankle in the 5th game of her match against the Belarusian world number 100, Alexander Sasnovich, and was forced to withdraw a game later after her body buckled as she tried to return a serve. It was the second retirement in a row on tennis's most famous court after the Frenchman Adrian Manarino twisted his knee while he was 2 sets to 1 up against Roger Federer. Reacting on social media, Murray said, "Brutal for Serena Williams, but centre court is extremely sleepy out there. Not easy to move out there."
And that sports item ends our news bulletin for tonight. Thank you for watching and good night.